Hello, this is Riya. I'm gonna interview, and there is my interview to both mom and dad. Hey mom, where
Hi,
did
Riya.
you grow up?
I grew up in a town named Kanjipuram in India.
And how about you?
I grew up in multiple cities, but my biggest city where I grew up was Chennai in India, which is a port city.
Mom, where did your parents, my grandparents, grow up?
My father grew up in the same town where I grew up in Kanjipuram in India, and my mom grew up in a town named Gudiyatham.
And how about you?
So both my parents came from same village in India. So they grew up there. My dad moved out first for college, and then my mom followed her after her wedding. So they both grew up in a small village, which is very small. So we don't have to give the name.
What was your childhood like?
So my childhood was a lot of fun. I grew up in multiple cities, and I always had the opportunity to grow up near a beach. So it was a lot of fun. And bulk of my time was in a major city, something similar to New York City. So you can think of me like a city boy.
How about you?
My childhood was very fun. I was play with my friends. I had a lot of fun, and we used to go to see movies with my families, and I was play with my siblings. So I had a lot of fun when I was grew up.
What was your home like?
My home was very beautiful. I like it, and we had a small garden where we plant so many vegetables, fruits, and we had some trees. So my home, I love it, and it was a beautiful place.
How about you?
So my home, I lived in multiple houses. So the last home I grew up in the city was very beautiful. We had very good neighbors, which is great for a city. We all know them. We all grew up with their kids, so they all know us. It was a lot of. It was a beautiful, love-filled house.
What was school like?
My school, it's like only girls' school. It was very fun. I had a lot of fun. My teachers were very nice. I learned so many things. So it was good.
How about you?
So I grew up in multiple schools in multiple cities. My schools were always a lot of fun. Some of my friends from childhood are still my friends, which is saying a lot. Which is a long time ago. And some of my best times in my life were definitely in my school.
What were your hobbies?
When I get a free time, I would love to hear music. That was my hobby.
How about you?
So I collected stamps when I was very young. So I would actually go after different places where I could get envelopes with stamps in them, and I cut the stamps and I had a really large, beautiful book full of stamps from very, very different countries. And I also was a kind of a math nerd. I would like to solve math problems in my free time. Nothing complicated, but just to keep my brain active, I would try to solve mathematical problems in my head. So those were my two major hobbies.
Tell me about your friends growing up.
My friends, I had a very good friend in my school and as well as my college, and still I have contact with my friends. If I go to India, I'll meet up with them, and we had a lot of fun. So
How about you?
Yeah, so some of my best friends are still from my school days. We had a lot of fun while we grew up. We have been having very fantastic relationships over the last so many years. So I had really great friends when I grew up.
Tell Tell me about your portion with your sisters and brothers growing up.
I had a very good relationship with my brother. I had one brother and one sister, so I had a very good relationship with them. And when I was young, I used to play with them, and we had a lot of fun.
How about you?
I had one brother. I have one brother, and we are very close. We did since we both were always going to the same school. He was ahead of me because he's my elder brother. So almost all the teachers would always call me so and so's brother when I grew up, and that was kind of fun in school if you think about it. And then most of the teachers already knew me before I would go into their class because of my brother, and we are still very close. My and my brother, we are very close. He's still in India.
What were your parents like when you were growing up?
My parents were very friendly, and we had a lot of freedom when we are growing up. So they are very friendly and they are very helpful.
How about you?
So my parents were really did their best for me. They really tried to make sure that I get the opportunities to succeed in life. I owe a lot to them to where I am today.
What were your parents' job?
My father is a insurance agent and my mother is a housewife.
What about you?
Yeah, my dad was a senior scientist. He worked in the marine biology department in India. His job was to monitor and work with the sea creatures like you can think of like sharks, mollusks, and other sea animals that you normally read about. My mom was a homemaker.
What were your parents?
My parents were not that strict. They were definitely. I had definitely quite some freedoms when I grew up. My dad was definitely keen on getting us a good education, and my mom was very keen on giving us a good environment where we could study and do what we liked. So I wouldn't call them as very, very strict.
How about you?
Definitely my parents were not strict. They are very friendly. They are very helpful, and they are not strict.
What chores did you have growing up?
When I was growing up, I used to help my mom while she was cooking. I used to cut vegetables, and I used to clean up the house, and I used to do a lot of things when I was grow up.
What about you?
So I would help my mom in doing most of her grocery shopping. So something which I really enjoyed doing. I couldn't help my dad much in his work, obviously, but for my mom, I would do a lot of household shopping, and going to neighbors' places to give a few things. Those kind of things I would do usually.
Did you have any pets?
No, I don't have any pets.
How about you?
I had a goldfish at one point of time, a goldfish and a tigerfish and a zebrafish, couple of fishes in a fish tank, but they really did not, it was very difficult to maintain them in our fish tank, so at one point of time we decided not to have any more pets, so I didn't have any pets after that.
What did you want to be when you were little?
When I was little, I was thinking of I want to be like an administrative officer, but unfortunately I couldn't able to make it. So now I was here.
How about you?
So when I was very young, I really wanted to be in the defense, like in army or something like that. After I grew up, it changed slightly, and I really wanted to come to America from India. So here I am.
How did you wash your clothes when you were little?
We had a washing machine, so we used to wash our clothes using washing machine.
Yeah, same
How about
here.
you?
Same here. We had a washing machine and we would wash the clothes using the washing machine.
Thank you so much for interviewing me, Riya.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for interviewing me too.
You're welcome.